Hello, I'm Rick Clunn. I'm really excited to share with you the Tracker 215 that I'm going to be running next year. And a lot of people are going to go, well, Rick, why? Why are you going to run an aluminum? And I've always actually on and off running Tracker aluminum boats as a second boat when the tournaments would allow us to do that. The old historical perception was that it was cheap, which they define with lack of quality. The modern reality of aluminum is it's incredibly superior. The equal size glass boat, this aluminum boat's going to be 30 to 40% lighter. That's why it's that important is how responsive it is. A lighter boat, it's easier on your tow motor. It responds a lot easier. It doesn't take as much power to control it. It's also more fuel efficient on your big engine. So I like the response of the aluminum boat, and especially high wind and stuff like that. The number two reason is very eco-friendly to build. It is aluminum, so it is definitely recyclable. This is one of the most subjective areas in any boat. No two people are going to put their rods and their tackle in exactly the same way. That's one of the things I like about this boat. It does give you some flexibility to kind of customize it the way you want it. And especially, I'll give you an example of that. You open this up, and it's a really big area to put your boxes. And here's one of the neatest features of it, is this allows you, and you can get extra one of these if you desire, but to, change the size of it depending on the size boxes you want to put in, or the multiple size. Maybe you have two of these things. But this is what I really like about it, because no two guys have the same size boxes to store their crankbaits or store their spinnerbaits or store their plastic worms. So that's the flexibility is really what I like about this box. Some of them, they don't give you that flexibility, so you gotta go buy boxes that match it instead of it matching your boat. Then of course you got your rod boxes. Nowadays, boy, I can't believe the rods guys carry. You see me, I love it if I got, even how I tell I'm on fish, how many rods I got on my deck. If I got 2 or 3 rods, I figured them out. If I got 10 or 12 rods, I'm still trying to figure them fish out. There's so many more techniques now than there was when I started. It does require more rods. And as you can see, that's about 12 rods can go here. And it's the same on this side. Now that'd be 20-something rods you could put in the boat. That's a little extreme, but at least you have the ability to do that. And of course you can see the space up here. If I could dance up here. And that's one of the beauties of even the original Tracker aluminum boats that were started in 1988, was that they gave you a fishing deck that you could stand up and have good visibility down in the water. You could see that stump that nobody else could see if they're sitting down. So you got a really great area up here, the recessed foot pedal. Here's a real key. You got 2 positions to put your butt seat in. I don't normally use one, but in rough water I do. Why do you need that? Because people's legs are different lengths. And one of them, if you've got long legs, you put in the back one so you can reach the foot pedal comfortably. Or if you've got short legs, then you put your butt seat up in this front position. But it's just, again, it's a convenience. And these are also, like, you can get them out of the way. They're very convenient. Tie your boat up when you get back to the dock. And there's an extra one. And we haven't had this on boats in a long time. But this one is the most convenient tie-up I've ever seen. It's right here, because when you pull up the dock, you don't have to jump up and run and tie up there. You can just reach over, grab the dock, and tie it straight to this one. This is, again, a great, actually Nitro did that, and now they've added it here to the 215. I love this console. There's not a bunch of bells and whistles that you've got to be a mathematician to figure out. I mean, it's simple. You got all the stuff you need. Everything's in the right place. Fishermen love speed, and their boat, even at the lower horsepowers, will run at a really nice speed. But most what I love about it is the V-hull. And this V-hull is what handles the big lakes. And that's what I've always loved about a lot of the aluminum boats that were even way, way back when I started fishing. This is also an ice box, Tracker's ice boxes, in my experience, are some of the best ice boxes I've ever used. It amazes to me how long it'll hold your ice and keep things cold. Continuing now, working back toward the back of the boat, as you can see, it's a dual console. I like personally a dual console. I think you owe it to your partner, and especially if that partner happens to be your wife. Dual console is nice. This is just a convenient area for cell phones, lake maps, things like that. Got the two handles you can hold on to, and believe me, even this aluminum boat will scoot. So it gives you your partner security and yourself security. Probably still one of the very, very, very best features on this boat is Livewells. I don't think anybody has as great a Livewells as these Livewells. Tracker Marine has developed, probably I consider the best Livewells. They have the baffle design inside so you don't beat them up in rough water. So this is one part of me that if it's not right, I don't want to be in that boat. These are right. Then you've got your storage boxes, and there's no two people are going to agree on what size storage box you need. But one thing I learned in fishing is that the bigger the storage box, the more junk you put in your boat. So this really makes it be a little more efficient. This boat will carry a 250 horsepower engine, so you can go faster than you might want to go, to be honest with you. Power poles is one of the greatest tools ever put on a boat. This boat works well with them because it doesn't take much from hit the bottom, and the boat holds due to how responsive it is. Thanks for sharing your time with me again today as we looked at the Tracker Savage 215 aluminum boat. I will be running it in 2025 in the Toyota Series as well as the Bassmaster Opens. Come see it and get a close-up look at it.